Did you see? Okay. This arm is almost finished. And I'm excited about that. Then it's time for his tail. And if Crystal hasn't finished her tail yet, she can work on it with me. You're not shaving to the rest of the tier until you hit your goal. So nice in the summer. I don't know that I would ever want to deal with how long it takes to grow back out. And I do very much miss my long hair, especially for when it comes to stuff like Renaissance Fair and things like that. Like, I used to go and pay ridiculous amounts of money to have someone braid my hair. And I do miss that. So I think at this point I'm going to let it grow out for a little bit. But I do need to fix the color that it is right now. Because it's like, I put a toner on it, so my roots are lighter than the middle, and the base matches the roots because I bleached it there. So, like, it's a weird, it's not correct. You feel called out. Why do you feel called out? Oh, because of the tail. Yep. I generally, like, so the only reason that I actually still have most of your addresses is because of pirate ship. So when I've mailed, like, masks and things like that, they're in there from when I've shipped them. But for the most part, I don't generally save them unless you're someone that I know that I'm going to send things to a lot. Like, I have, like, Frog's address memorized. Or, like, your Patreon. Like, a lot of you guys, I have, you know, at least a good idea. Like, I could look at your address and be like, oh, that's from Tech Coach. It'll start to tell in a few minutes. You hate having long hair? I miss it. I love having long hair. But, like, I also really, really like having my short hair. It's nice. It's easy to do. Like, there's... Styling it is fun. But when it comes to long hair, like, you always have to do something with it. Otherwise, it just looks like you did nothing. Use a fake return address. Doggo Cam! Hi, Kaisa! So, it's someone's birthday. And she's... Did you eat that whole thing? She has a frosty paws right now. Although it looks like she ate it all. That was her belly. I don't know if you heard that noise, but it was a grumbly tummy burp buppy. You chopped it off short this year. Not one pepper brain freeze. Apparently not. You were younger, your mom never let you cut your hair, and I got down past your butt and you hated it. You got it cut short. I gotcha. I love, like, braiding it and curling it and doing all elaborate hairstyles and things like that. So, like, which granted, I don't want to do that all the time, but when I worked at SeaWorld, it was incredibly long. Like you said, like it was down to my butt. And it was gorgeous, but it was too hot, and I couldn't wear it in a ponytail because it gave me, like, really bad headaches. So I would braid it, and I would braid it and then coil it up on the back of my head and, like, put flowers and stuff in it so that it looked nice for work. And I miss that. It was always really pretty, and it always looked really nice, and it was, like, I know for some people it seems like a tedious thing to do, but it was actually really simple as far as styling goes, and it just had such an elaborate effect that it was nice. And I miss that. You're gonna be an asshole and show up to work at 4 on the dot instead of 15 minutes early. Why is that asshole? Okay. We have 2 armies done. Now it's time for a tail. You're not girly, you don't know how to do hair or makeup or anything, so you always had your head in a ponytail. Yeah. Mine didn't hold curls when I was a kid. Like, my mom had to put it up in rollers, like hot rollers. She would do that, and then she would let it fall, load it up with hairspray, and then curl it again. And that's the only way that it would curl, even remotely. The first time I got it to curl was like the one non-humid day that ever existed in Florida. And then after bleaching it. You just started the shirt? Yay! What did I do? Okay. So we start in dark here. You always show up 15 minutes early. The one that's there doesn't. Ah, I gotcha. Three different stylists curl your hair and they wouldn't hold for longer than a few minutes. Yeah. Some people, it just doesn't curl. Like my mom, like everybody's hair has a different makeup, basically, like kind of like genetics. Everybody's his hair is different. My mom's is almost straight protein, so like she's always wanted curly hair. And when she was younger, she was in cosmetology school. And she learned like finger waves and all that kind of stuff, but she just wanted a perm. And luckily she didn't do it. She went and have somebody else do it, and the guy was like, no. And my mom was like, what do you mean no? So he cut a little piece and he put the perm solution in a cup and he dropped her hair into it and it straight dissolved. Like there was nothing left. And it's because it's pure protein almost, so it just melted. Do you have a lot of hair? That was my issue, was it was heavy. Like I have thin hair, but I don't have anymore. But when I was a kid, I had a lot of hair. Like my ponytail was like this big around, and it's thin and straight. So it would just like, it would curl, and then the weight of it would just cause it to pull out. Joined legs are not your favorite. No, they're not. Do you excuse me? Yeah. I really like the finished look of joined legs, but they're very tedious. And the other problem with that is that you can't adjust where they go. So like he has to stand up. So if he didn't have a tail, he wouldn't stand up, and then with like you have to prop him up against something, and that's not my favorite. I'm sorry. Headphones, please. When you wet set it overnight in foam curlers. Connect. I've thought about getting like overnight curlers, or like the ones that are like a tube that you roll your hair around. But Piper's pushing the bunny cage in to eat poop. Piper, why don't you go sit on your bed? Hi, Evel. How are you? I'm good. Your hair is naturally curly if you scrunch it while wet and allow it to dry. You hated curly waving hair? Really? Oh, well, of course you did, because that's what you have. That's the thing, is that you always want the opposite. I had a perm in high school that was perfect. Like, of all the perms I've had, it's the only one that I really liked. Except for I had Shirley Temple perms when I was a kid that my mom did, and they were cute, but I don't remember just being like, yeah, my hair is curly. I might have been, but I don't know, I was little. But in high school, my mom did a spiral perm with really small rollers, so it was kind of like Kayla's hair, only a little bit tighter. And I loved it, but I had to style it with gel every day, so I would wash my hair, and then I would flip it upside down, fill my hands full of gel, and just go like this. And that was how I styled it. That was how I styled it every day. Scraps of fabric rag curls. That's true. You could try. Yeah. You're sweaty. You've been running errands. No. Yeah, it was really hot when I went out before stream today. I don't know. Ohio gets like this weird very muggy summer month. Enjoy your lurk, Polar. Your hair is bone straight. You have to curl it with a straightener to get a couple. Yeah, yeah. I curl mine with a straightener too. I haven't used a curling iron in years, minus the little one that I did, like the tiny itty bitty curls that I did for the one night that I streamed Visage. That's the only time I've used one. It's $99. No. You could have not done perms. Only lasts for maybe a day or two, then it would go away. Huh, too long. I know, like, my mom would do perms for me, and then she would unperm it to get rid of them, too. Like, which is the same thing. You just perm it, but she would sit there and just comb it straight so that it would stay straight instead of coiling up. You're cooled. Good. What is it here? It's probably not 99. It's 91. Okay, so... Noises. True Lever, thank you for the host. Feels like 93. Oh, wait, you're 84. 86 outside. Your other yarns to come in. What did you end up getting? The Paint Box Slate Gray and Slate Green. Nice! I think I have that one. Let me see. I know I have Slate Gray. I bought this, if it's the green that I'm thinking of, the one that, Yarns Paint Box. Blah, 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 blah. Aaron. Is the slate green the one that I have? It is. So I have the slate gray, and then they're both right here. I mess up these labels every time that I pull them out. I think this is the slate gray. But slate gray, I really like the green. That might be too dark. But I love the slate green. I can't remember why I bought this, but I love this color. Like, it's nice and pretty. I don't know. I honestly didn't check the email. Space Buns! Hi, Liz. How are you? Your mom sells hers perm for a long time. She can perm hers will stay curly for like a year. That's crazy. I do get waves when I take out the... Like, I'll usually braid my hair wet. If I leave it in for, like, a minimum of overnight to, like, midday the next day, I'll have really tight waves at first, and then within an hour, they'll loosen up, and then they'll stay wavy-ish for a couple days until I wash it. Before you cut it all off. A cardigan and a sweater. I'm excited to see. Yeah.